would you like to share with us a word that would summarize your week?
I guess the word that comes to mind is sleeplessness. So yeah, I guess that has been what I would summarize my week as. I've sort of found it particularly difficult to get to sleep. Yeah, I mean, I do suffer from insomnia, and this week, for whatever reason, it's been a lot worse. You know, I'm constantly having things on my mind. I have perhaps something like 180 things on my to-do list. You know, we probably most of us have a to-do list. I don't know if everyone has 180 things to kind of tick off, but every time I seem to tick off something, there's other things that I then put on my to-do list, and it's just never ending. And during the bank holiday weekend, I did have a little bit of a semi detox for digital media, you know, sort of social media, digital detox, and I think that was good. It's probably not something that I can do all the time, but because I ended up missing, you know, doing that semi-digital detox, I missed some information about a webinar which was to do with presentation skills. But fortunately, I was sent a link so that I can watch the recording of that. So that was good, and at some point I will follow up and watch that again. So yeah, for me, I attend lots of Zoom meetings, lots of Zoom webinars during the week. I'm sort of constantly networking, and yeah, so you know, I met you, Ariane, on Tuesday,
Yes.
at Praveen's networking, and we met face to face back in February at the Hounslow Festival of Business, I believe. So
yes, do you know what, Shabari, I just couldn't place where we had met, because I must admit, those last few months have been absolutely crazy on so many different levels, and yes. I had forgotten the previous normal life.
Oh gosh, yes. I mean, when you talk about normal life, you know, back in February, I mean, even though the coronavirus was still around, we weren't in lockdown until March, but so February was kind of like the last normal month, and the first part of March was normal. So the very last networking event that I went to was a YBC event, which was at the Harrow Civic Centre, and that was to do with International Women's Day, you know, celebrating International Women's Day. So yes. So that was actually very last physical, you know, face-to-face networking event that I went to, and I'm so glad that that I got the opportunity to go to the ones you know, face-to-face, like the Hounslow Festival of Business. That was at the Holiday Inn.
It was quite a big one, wasn't it, Shabari? I don't know if Sally, you got a chance to go to the Hounslow Festival of Business.
Was it at the hotel? Was it at the Brentford?
Yes. Yeah. The Holiday Inn in Brentford.
Yeah, I did.
So we missed each other. I was there as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who. I had a couple of chats with people. Who did I see? Yeah.
Sangeeta was there. Creative CPP was there as well. I met some of my former work colleagues from the time when I was working in Regis service offices. They were having a stand, so I got a chance to. I wasn't expecting them, and we're talking about 10 years back, and I was like, oh, amazing.
Oh, that's nice. It's lovely.
It was nice to reconnect. You were saying, Sally, earlier that you talked about connections. Sangeeta's not here, so do share with us.
Well, no, it's just, I mean, obviously Sangeeta and I met through here too. She's looking to do some stuff, you know, to do some classes, and it was suggested to her the London Museum of Water and Steam. I know them very well. So I kind of made that introduction for her, and, you know, seeing how that develops. So that was really, that was really good to see. I could see that she enjoyed it. They were very positive feedback to me too. So I thought that worked really well. And then coincidentally, from another meeting I'd been, which is also Sangeeta is, with Creative People and Places, I got a message from the Creative Enterprise Zone, who are also planning. I've got some big plans as well, which were quite exciting, and they want to do partnership work and stuff. So it was, interesting.
I think the September, I have felt, I was sharing earlier my word energized. I'm feeling the buzz with this September, so I'm feeling more energized with work and with everything else. I think maybe that's relating to your sleeplessness, Shabari. I can understand how everything that's been so quiet as well is really starting to buzz and come back to life. So and in addition to that, there's been a full moon.
Yes, I was going to mention that actually. Yes,
there's been a full moon, Shabari. Were you aware of that?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we discussed this one of these Fridays. I don't know if you were you there, Sally, where we were talking about the movements of the planets and how and we were talking about the weather back then. And the full moon really does affect I think there's been scientific studies that have shown that it does affect nature and the water levels, the energies, and somehow it must affect us as well. It probably, I'm not an expert in that area at all, but I've read few articles and heard few things. So really interesting, you were saying something, Shabari?
Yes, just about the full moon. You know, it's been mentioned several times this week on other networking Zoom events that I've been on, and you know, people have said that that it's also kind of affected their sleep, and so you know, I do believe that that the cycles of the moon can actually affect ourselves, you know, our health, our kind of well-being, our mind, and so I definitely believe that.
Thanks for sharing, Shabari. Moving on quickly to our next question of this Friday business chat. So we're moving on to the business quote or quotes that really inspires you, or that you would like to share with everyone today, and maybe everyone who will be rewatching this on Facebook as well. Sally, I will start with you.
Well, I found one really quickly. I don't think it's the most popular billionaire at the moment, but anyway, this is from Richard Branson, and it says, "A big business starts small."
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's just really simple, but of course, that's what happens. That's true.
Absolutely. Simple and so true. A great reminder, actually, Thank you, Sally, for picking this quote, business quote. It's a great reminder to everyone that everything starts somewhere. You have to start somewhere, and it doesn't happen overnight. I think we were talking about it last week. We were talking about little step by step. It takes time, and that's really a great quote. Thank you for sharing, Sally.
No worries.
Shabari, do you know? Do you have a favorite business quote or quote in general you would like to share with us today?
Okay, so I run the London Vegan Business Network as well, and as well as my own vegan skincare business. So I try to do sort of daily. I've been doing daily themes, and just one of the quotes from one of the members earlier in the week. This is what they've said. The only one who can say you can't is you, and you don't have to listen.
That's a good one. That is a good one, actually. Yeah, that's true. But that's true. Absolutely.
Aren't we we are so true, Shabari, isn't? Who said that actually?
It's one of the members of my London Vegan Business Network. His name's Neo. So he said this on my group.
He's Neo. Thumbs up for Neo.
Yeah,
it's so very true. We are either the best person or the worst person to ourselves. There's always that little voice talking, and sometimes you just have to ignore it. One of the things that we had a discussion about this in the networking group you've just joined, Shabari, Wellness Adventures. One of the topic that was discussed was how do you motivate yourself? So because very often you hear that little voice talking you out of doing some of the things, or maybe there's a fear in business and in life. We were talking about it, and we were sharing in this evening. We were sharing tools and methods that everyone were using to push against that little voice, and I think I was sharing that affirmations in my case I use quite a bit of affirmations to help on daily basis. I do some meditation on daily basis as well, exercise as well, which helps with the mind, a clear mind. What else was I sharing? And I completely ignore everything else. When I focus on one thing, I just kind of zone out. So do not disturb all around me to be able to focus. So those are the tools that I was sharing to go past that little voice. Would you like to share any tools or any methods that help you push against that little voice? Shabari or Sally?
Yeah, so perhaps writing things down. A lot of people have said that journaling is very good. You know, having a sort of you mentioned it already, a positive affirmations journal or book where you just write down positive things that have happened in the week. And so that's one way. Another way is meditating as well. I think that works for a lot of people. And then also, I think as well is perhaps, do something that you love doing, that perhaps isn't related to work, and just kind of, whether it's dancing or singing or, you know, anything, you know, painting, anything that you love doing, you know, just set aside some time every day to do that thing that you love doing.
Yes, it's interesting that you bring this up. I was attending a financial training yesterday with Sally, actually, with Maria.
Oh, yeah.
And we were touching on that subject of finding the right balance, between what has to be done, what must be done, logically, business-wise, and having a balance of self-care, enjoyment. Isn't it, Sally? Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously the core of it was about money, wasn't there?
Yes.
So, and you know, that tendency, which I think everybody has, is to spend money to make yourself feel better. But then there has a negative effect because then you've spent the money.
And the wallet.
Exactly. So I think we all experience that. But it's getting that, I think it's about getting that balance and working out, if purchasing something, what is it really bringing you? You know, it's but yeah, no, it was really, really, really interesting. It made me thinking about my dryer, which costs a lot of money. And when my ex-husband said about buying it, I was like, oh my gosh. But actually, it's a wonderful thing to have because I haven't got clothes all over the house and stuff. So that, you know, bizarrely makes me happy. But it is an expensive commodity because it costs a lot of electricity. So it's that, you know.
It was an interesting conversation yesterday during that finance. It was managing your finance for women. An interesting.
Well, we weren't talking about diamonds, were we? We weren't diamonds or facials or anything. We were talking about very practical items.
Or the practicality of. We talked about the practicality of outsourcing work.
Yeah.
When it came to your business as well, making the decisions whether it's more productive for your business to outsource some of your business or not. So it was really interesting conversation yesterday.
It was an interesting conversation. That does make me think. And
yes,
it has. The whole course has, actually. It's been really good to do.
So we had, thanks for sharing your quotes, Sally. Remind us the quote again once more.
Oh gosh, it was like big businesses start small.
Yes, big businesses start small. Richard Branson. Your Shabari was?
Oh, just one moment. I just
look it up.
Find it again because it was somebody else's quote.
Yes.
So. I'm just going to find it again. Yeah, Neo from who's a member of my London Vegan Business Network said, the only one who can say you can't is you, and you don't have to listen.
Yeah, I like this very much. Very good. You can tell, is it Neo or Leo?
Neo, N.
Neo. You can tell Neo we approve it. We approve his quote. So let me share my quote this week. So it's from one of the mentors that I follow online called Pena. I did quote him in the past. He's quite revolutionary. He's got quite strict way of thinking about a special way of thinking about business. So let me share one of his many quotes. So it goes like this: don't just work long hours, stay busy as most other people do. Work smart, i.e. stay productive and don't get distracted. So again, don't just work long hours, stay busy as most people do. Instead, work smart, stay productive, and don't get distracted. So it goes back to what I was saying when I try to practice that when I work on something, I focus, I have laser focus, and I ignore everything, try to ignore everything else around me, which is sometimes not easy to do. And I think it goes to practicing, practice. We can only get better. So that was my quotes. Moving on to the last part of our chat this Friday. Sally, I think you're busy this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got the Barnes Collectors Fair tomorrow at Barnes Pond from 10 till 3. So I've kind of been preparing for that today. So I'm very excited. And then actually also I wanted to mention that I've still got one spot left for life coaching. I've got another about 6 free hours to offer. If anybody out there is interested, please let me know, and we could sort something out. Fridays is my preferable day as well.
So just going back to what you just shared, Sally. So for Barnes, can you give a little bit?
Pond Collectors Fair.
So who is it for and what is it?
It's free, it's outside. I have lots of kind of vintage and antique stuff. My friend Susie, who's going to be here in a minute, she's an artist, so she's got her artwork. And then there's people sell jewelry, handbags, loads of different things, all of really nice quality. Lots of stuff is very reasonable, mine in particular.
What time from and to?
10 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's really obvious, it's next to the pond. It's not far from the river, it's not far from Barnes Bridge. And then you'll just see a number of stalls and people walk through. We've got hand sanitizers, people keep their distance, and it's great because it's outside as well.
And it's a lovely area to go for a little walk.
It's a lovely area. They've also got a farmer's market the other side of the road, which is very popular. But it's a great place to get, lovely food and snacks, and the whole atmosphere is beautiful. Actually, it's a lovely place.
Lovely, Sally. And for your coaching space, so you said you have one coaching live coaching space left.
Yes.
Do you want to give a little bit more information on this?
So I've been training with Animas to be a life coach. I'm actually in the process of doing my hours. This is why I'm offering them free. I need to do 40 hours and I'm pretty much nearly there. And then once I've done that and I'm halfway, I have to present a couple of essays too. So my goal is to really wrap it all up by the end of October so that I can develop more going forward with that.
The business side, yes.
I need to take somebody else as well, if anybody else is around, and just start getting my head into it again so I can I can do it.
That's lovely. Thank you for sharing, Sally. I'm sure someone will take you on your offer. You've done some amazing work, I think, with one of our ladies in our group. She's been sharing how useful your live coaching session has been. So absolutely.
I've learned a lot too. It's been mutually incredibly good, to be honest. So that's why I'm putting it out here. It would be great that someone else.
Thank you, Sally. Thanks for sharing. So do get in touch with Sally directly if you wish to take. So just to clarify, it's free. It's free.
I mean, they do encourage us, the training company, to charge from the get-go, but it's something for me that I feel more comfortable doing it for free at this stage.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you very much. What about you, Shabari? Have you got any events or special business offer you would like to share with everyone here and on Facebook?
So I'm not doing events at the moment in the current climate. I used to do a lot of them, you know, every week, week in, week out. I used to go up and down the country and have stalls. Sometimes, you know, two, 3, even 4 times a week. But now everything is online. I have an online shop. I sell a range of all natural, vegan, harsh chemical free, eco-friendly skincare, body care, cosmetics and hair care. And I don't know if everyone can see, just on the bottom of where my image is the link to my online shop, which www.lovetropic.info, and there you can see all the range of products that I do. We're doing an offer of free delivery, which is if you purchase over £30 of products, you get free delivery, and it'll go from the central warehouse to your door within 5 working days. And if you have any questions, or if you need any advice, if you have, say, for example, skin conditions like sensitive skin or acne, or any kind of skin conditions, please get in touch with me. And also, if you do purchase anything from my web shop, please ensure that you select me, Shabari Saha, as your ambassador. I am doing also free telephone consultations as well. So yeah. So if you have any questions, or if you have any specific needs, please get in touch with me directly.
So how long have you been into this business, Shabari?
So I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm looking at expanding my business, and I'm in the sort of process of rebranding, so that I can offer services. In the past as well, I've given face-to-face talks to various different audiences about veganism, about how to live a chemical-free lifestyle. So I'm actually looking to provide those services into my business, and have it available, you know, for example, as Zoom workshops, and also I'm looking at putting together courses as well in relation to those subject areas as well. So that's going to be happening in the pipeline after I've done my rebranding.
I think that's amazing, Shabari. You're going in the right direction, because you can do anything online nowadays. I'm the founder of the Gaia Network, a Women in Business Networking Association, a local networking association. And as our end of project party, amongst other things, we had invited a business owner who owns her, who runs her beauty product services. I'm probably not phrasing this properly, but you get the idea. And she offered all of us. We were a group of about 15 women online for the online party. She guided us through a beauty pamper party with her beauty products. So that was quite a nice experience. Sally was there as well. It was my first online beauty pamper party. So I think you're going in the right direction, Shabari, and anything can be done online. You just need to have the right, you need to have a specific idea, a strategy in place, and put everything step by step, and patience. It takes time, like we were saying earlier. It all takes time. So fantastic. Really excited about it. Well done, Sally. Well done, Shabari. We can give ourselves a clap for this amazing week. When it comes to my business, I have in 2 weeks' time, I have some business consulting trainings. So 3 different levels where I help small business owners with tools to get online, to choose their product, their services, the admin side of running the business, being more productive. We were talking about productivity earlier. This is a module that I cover in one of my online trainings. So really excited about it. In 2 weeks' time, we'll share all the links below on Facebook. I think, Sally, you already have shared your location for this weekend. I will reshare it on the next this video. Shabari, I will make note of your, let me just take actually a quick one here. I will share that online. And then if you're free next week, Friday, same place, same time, we're back every week. Have a lovely week, Sally, Shabari.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Have a good weekend and a productive week.
Yeah. Bye.
Good luck for your weekend event.
Oh, yeah, if I sell anything. It's fun anyway.
Yes, it's a whole process, and absolutely it takes time. Which is it? Third time, Sally?
Third time.
Third time lucky.
Yes, great. No, that's
yes.
it. Small business going big.
Yes, small business start small. Well done. Bye, Sally.
Thank you so much, Ariane. Thank you.
Bye, Shabari.
Bye. Bye.